Manchester United 3, Arsenal 1. Tony, you was very, very confident before that game in the match preview, and it's turned out rightly so.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I looked at that game throughout, and that last year would never have happened. The resilience from the back four, the way they counter-attacked, or the way they kept the ball throughout the game. Manchester United had a game plan. Erik Ten Hag has turned this club completely around. Arsenal, they had plenty of ball, plenty of chances, but not clear chances. They could not get through our centre-halves. They were good on the wide. I did highlight Martinelli before the game. Saka's the winger. And quite rightly, they played well. Jesus there, he put Varane under a lot of pressure right throughout that game, but he held firm. But he did not get the clear-cut chances. That's the difference between Manchester United today. They worked hard all game. They got the chances. We had the class.
Sorry to interrupt, I asked Webby the same question. Do you think the biggest difference in this team since the first 2 Premier League games is that this team is just working hard and working together as a team, and that's been the difference?
I think what it is, they actually believe in each other. You know, we've had so many players leave, so many players taken out of this squad, and Ten Hag has brought discipline in, and he's told them what he wants. You've seen today Manchester United under pressure at certain times of the day, but they didn't crumble. They run back. They work for each other. They believed in each other. To me, at times today, the resilience and the way they counter-attacked and the way they pressed sometimes, it was like the Manchester United of old. They've got that belief. Arsenal, when we started winning 2-1, that belief went out. That was the difference between the two sides. It was back and forth, and like, I was on the edge of my seat there until we scored the second one because you was just waiting for that one mistake, but it never came. They then crumbled, and that's exactly what they did at 2-1. They didn't man up. They couldn't man up because United stuck to the game plan. The way they all sat back when they were under pressure, they all worked for each other, and that's something I've not seen for a long time. Certainly didn't see it last year and time before that. This is a different football team. And what you're seeing out there, right, was Manchester United on the march. I'm not going to say on here now that we're going to win this and win that. And I've been saying that. This is something what's going to change, and it will keep changing. But what you see there is what we all want. Everyone put the effort in. And that's what you're seeing. They all worked. It was a team display, what you've seen today. Grit.
We'll go back to earlier on in the game. That VAR decision, the challenge on Christian Eriksen from Odegaard. Did you rate that as a foul? Obviously, Martinelli went on and finished it, but...
Vicious as anything I've ever seen in my life. As vicious as you can get. Listen, I know I'm taking...
it was a correct decision.
Yeah, it was always the correct decision, but if it was against us, I would say it was harsh. He went down easily. It wasn't a bad tackle. It was more of a knock and a push. But that's football. We've seen him give, and at the end of the day, we've been on the receiving end of things like that before. But it was a foul. Odegaard did not get the ball. He went down, and that's the end of it.
Obviously, where we were outside Old Trafford, a big buzz an hour before kick-off with the news that Antony was going to start. What did you make of his debut today?
I look at Antony, right, and I'm telling you now, I looked at that kid, and it's as simple as this. You will want to go to Old Trafford or wherever he's playing, because in a few weeks, when that kid gets his fitness, you will be off your seat.
Yeah.
This is a star in the making. All the pundits, pre-match and everything, dismissed Antony because of his fee and all that. But we get that because that's the anti-Man United bias, what's out there. But Antony is the star. On the right wing, cutting in, you just knew this kid's got trickery. Yes, he didn't last the game.
It's the confidence he had, though, as well. You've seen him wanting the ball, waving at people to get the ball over to him.
But what you did see wasn't just his confidence. It was the players around. They know themselves, and they're not daft. They're all working hard, but what they can see is this exceptional talent.
Yeah.
And I think with the knowing Erik Ten Hag and the way he brings players on, this kid is going to be a superstar at Old Trafford.
Look, a lot's been made as well, you know, with Casemiro coming in. You know, me and you both said on the preview that we're expecting him to start this game.
Yeah.
Scott McTominay started as well, again with Eriksen.
I think
what's
Scott,
going on there? Because
I think
Casemiro didn't even come on till later on in the game as well. And
no,
Fred come on before him.
I look at it this way. Scott McTominay has been fighting for that ball. But I also, if you look at Scott McTominay's dominance in the penalty box for clearances and interception, he is so vital for this back four and midfield holding together when under pressure. He wins the aerial duels, and you take him out at this stage while we're rebuilding and we're trying to get team confidence, I think would be a mistake. Can he go the full 90 minutes? Sometimes he can. But his dominance in the air, in the penalty box, brings a big relief to them centre-halves and all the other players.
No, I totally agree. After a performance like he had today against Leicester as well, it's hard to take him out the team.
No, you can't take him out. You
can't.
cannot take him out until this team gets settled, right? McTominay might even improve more by going forward. But the thing is, they're not going as forward as much as they want to, right? Because of the tactics and the game plan. Ten Hag has got the game plan right every time.
Do you think, like, we've seen it against Leicester as well in the second half, and we've seen it again against Arsenal, that, you know, parts in the game, United seem to sit really deep, like actually tactically waiting for the counter-attack to spring on. Do you think that's actually tactics from Ten Hag?
That is a tactic. It was played exactly the same today, whereas a lot of people might think, oh, we're under pressure and that. Yeah. But when you look at the game, they didn't actually create clear-cut chances, right, in that first half until we scored the second goal. We was holding them. United are confident. Look at the goals. The goals were comfortable. Rashford 2 goals. He set one up. Excellent football, counter-attacking football. We are comfortable sat there. And the reason being is because we've got 2 centre-halves and 2 full-backs working in sync. They all rely on each other and they are fighting, unlike what we've had previous. And it's absolutely what a delight to see.
Marcus Rashford, 2 assists and two goals in 2 games,
yes.
Leicester and today.
Fantastic stats.
Yeah. So is he the man then going forward, Tony?
Well, I have my doubts about that. But you look at today, how can you drop Marcus Rashford when he produces moments like that, right? I just wish
it's enough for over the 90 minutes, though, with Marcus.
Marcus Rashford's 90 minutes running, chasing down and all that leaves a lot to be desired. But when you perform like that against a hard-working, and I mean a really good side, Arsenal, right? And you perform like that, you cannot be dropped. You cannot be dropped. Never mind what I think, what you think out there. This team is working together and they all seem happy together. So why drop him? That's how I look at it now after today's performance.
Yeah. I think we're 5th in the league, Tony. 3 points off the top. What are you thinking?
What am I thinking, Mike? What am I thinking? I'm not, to be honest, I go game by game here.
Would you expect us to finish above Arsenal come the end of the season?
I'd expect Leicester or anyone to finish above Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal will bottle it. Today is a big blow for them. And if you've seen, and I know I'm having a bit of a giggle on Arsenal's expense, but when we was 2-1 in front, they were clueless. They just Arteta on the sideline was running around.
Big gaps were opening up in the middle as well for us, weren't there?
Yeah, but there was no plan. There was no style to it. It was just like, this is what we've got. And then after that, when they had to make changes, there was no plan. There was no idea of where it was going. And United was so comfortable, they even brought Harry Maguire on. And Harry Maguire there, he just done a rugby tackle. But that's Harry Maguire.
WWE, I think.
Listen, you brought him on. I couldn't trust Harry Maguire playing tiddlywinks, but there you go.
Okay, who's your man of the match today? Who'd you give it to?
I would actually give it Scott McTominay because I thought his work rate, what he did, right, and I think it may be undervalued today with his defensive duties as well. Yes, he committed a few fouls and that, but the job is don't let him go past, get yourself booked or just bring him down. And to be honest with you, I looked at Fred when he came on as well. I thought Fred played well, but the game was won then.
It's only by the time we play City, I think it's October the 2nd. Win that game, we could be top of the league.
Well, if we're top of the league, I'm going on the pitch at Etihad because I've got your son with me. Come on, United.
Thanks for joining us. Smash a like on the video if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you like our content and press that notification bell because we will be back for it with another video either Monday or Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and come on, United! Come on!